hope you enjoyed PBI's tribute to Justice Ginsburg. In her memory, let us renew and recharge our commitment to pro bono and to serving those in need. Tonight, PBI is excited to honor 3 outstanding pro bono partnerships with the Corporate Pro Bono Partner Award. Corporate Pro Bono, a PBI project that supports the pro bono efforts of in-house legal departments, created the Partner Award to recognize innovative pro bono collaborations between in-house departments and law firms or public interest organizations. Each year, the advisory board of the Corporate Pro Bono Project selects the Partner Award recipients from a pool of highly competitive nominations. The nominated partnerships must address a critical legal need or a particularly vulnerable community, have a demonstrated impact on the need or community, have a high degree of participation by in-house lawyers, employ an innovative approach to the delivery of pro bono legal services, and act to make the partnership sustainable. The recipients of this year's Corporate Pro Bono Partner Awards are Amazon, in partnership with Kids in Need of Defense, or KIND, Wright, Tremaine, and BetTzedek. In response to the growing number of unaccompanied migrant and refugee children in need of legal representation, Amazon, KIND, Wright, Tremaine, and BetTzedek formed their partnership in 2017 to represent children seeking to remain in the United States because of dangerous conditions in their home countries. This initiative encourages pro bono volunteers from offices across the United States to represent children from Mexico, El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras, hoping to obtain special immigrant juvenile status or asylum to allow them to remain in the United States. Against a backdrop of changing immigration protocols and restrictions in the United States, this partnership is a model for other organizations in engaging volunteers from multiple offices and multiple organizations to respond to the dire and increasing needs of unaccompanied migrant children. Please join us in recognizing Amazon, Kids in Need of Defense, Wright, Tremaine, and BetTzedek for their powerful work on behalf of children in need.
When I became general counsel, one of the most important things I wanted to accomplish was to create ways for our lawyers and legal professionals to engage in pro bono work. So we started a program, we call it the Amazon Justice League. One of the first opportunities that became evident when we got the Amazon Justice League up and running was to work with KIND to represent immigrant children. The immigration system in our country is struggling. And one of the ways that it's most obviously struggling is its inability to provide adequate legal representation to the people who are caught in that system, and particularly children.
Children who arrive alone at a U.S. border are placed into deportation proceedings just as an adult would be, but they're not appointed counsel to assist them through a very formal, complex court proceeding where they have to raise as a defense against their removal. They have to prove that they have a well-founded fear of persecution or some other basis to remain in the United States.
We started this practice to respond to an unprecedented surge in unaccompanied minors. Hundreds of thousands of children, since then have come to the southern border seeking refuge. And it is partnerships like with DWT and Amazon that make it possible for BetTzedek and other legal organizations like KIND to really make a difference, to put a dent in these numbers.
Having a lawyer or not having a lawyer often determines whether an unaccompanied minor can end up staying in the country, or if the unaccompanied minor goes back, those who are represented by counsel tend to go back under much better conditions than those who actually just get deported without a lawyer.
KIND has had an enormous impact. We've worked with over 40,000 children over the past 10 years. We have a 96% case success rate. When children are represented, a lawyer makes all the difference.
We have moved forward on 28 cases and have helped folks get to a place, for many of those cases where, threat of deportation is off the table.
The need for the children at the border is incredible. The numbers are staggering. Davis-Wright can't do that alone. We love that we can do some of that in collaboration with Amazon, but more people need to come into the fold.
You really have to think about what is the most strategic, efficient, and effective way of meeting this overwhelming need. And in this day and age, there is no other way of doing it than to build collaborations with law firms and corporate legal departments to meet the community need.
We can have a much broader array of talents to choose from and mix and match and put together to create the best teams for the clients that find.
These attorneys came together to make up some of the most powerful teams to help these children at the border that were abused and neglected and afraid and needed an advocate in court.
It's been my experience that when you can change the trajectory of a child's life, that sticks with you, and then you want to come back and do it again.
What I hope for our child clients is that they'll be able to enjoy their childhood, be able to just kind of move forward with their lives and be like any other child. Go to school, get an education, be with their family, feel supported, and go on, hopefully, to do great things.